Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my transfer plans for FPL Gameweek 35. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment. What are your plans for the next game week? Subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's go over a quick recap of how we're currently getting on in Game Week 34. And I'm actually on a red arrow, which I'm so surprised at. Currently with a Game Week rank of 984,000. I played my free hit. I'm on 71 points, technically 77 because I've got Kukurea coming off the bench for Robinson, which I'm hoping will kind of change it to a green arrow because that's an extra 6 points. But yeah, 77 points I thought would be pretty good, but apparently my free hit was not very good, and so I've actually dropped in rank, which I'm very, very surprised at. I just made a couple of bad calls, you know, Robinson over Sessegnon, Robinson just being out the squad. You can't really, you had no idea that was gonna happen. I did get lucky though with Kukurea coming off the bench for him, but still Sessegnon was the right option. I went Livramento over Trippier. That was a 9-point swing. I just thought that Livramento was going to be a little bit more attacking. I know that Trippier's on set pieces and stuff, but he has been getting some early substitutions, so I thought that would be more in Livramento's favor. I went Alisson as well for goalkeeper, just because I thought Spurs were absolutely terrible, and they were terrible, but unfortunately they did score against Liverpool. So even though it looks like I did all right on paper, there's a lot of swings there, and I just made the wrong decision with everything. 8 Nora was obviously a really good pick. Very, very happy with that. But again, he was super template on the free hit. Salah captaincy with a 16 points. Again, very, very highly owned, so nothing really there. Palmer with only the 3-pointer. I can't wait not to own Palmer again this season. I mean, he's got terrible fixtures for the remainder of the season anyway. Yeah, I don't mind. It's just been absolutely horrible. I don't know what's happened. It's crazy. Like, he was so good, and now he's just not involved with anything. I went Iwobi as well over Luis Diaz. Did pick up an assist, which was quite nice, but obviously Diaz was the better shout there. I went Jacob Murphy over Barnes, which was the only one decision I got right, because Barnes only got like 2 points or 3 points or whatever, and then Murphy got 6. So kind of happy about that, but it is what it is. Cunha with the 15-pointer. Again, massive from Cunha again. Everybody owned him anyway, so it didn't really make much of a huge difference. Isak with a 6-pointer, could have had a lot more. And then Jimenez, it was between Jimenez and Wood and Welbeck. Welbeck got 2, Raul Jimenez got 1, Wood's yet to play, so we'll see how that kind of went. But yeah, on the bench, Areola picking up 3 points, was actually the goalkeeper I should have played this week. And Mbumo's yet to play, and Milenkovic is yet to play. And as I said, I've got Kukurea coming off the bench for Robinson. So yeah, I mean, I would have been on 5 more points from the Robinson pick if I went Sessegnon. I would have been on another 9 points there from Livramento, so that's another 14 points altogether. And then if I went with a different goalkeeper, if I went with maybe Pope, or if I went with Jose Sarr, yeah, I mean, I don't want to know. I mean, I'm probably less like a swing of like 20-odd points. And then, of course, Diaz over Iwobi. I took the wrong move there. So, yeah, I mean, even though it looks like I did all right, I actually didn't. So, hopefully the 6 points from Kukurea bring me onto a green. I've not checked yet because I don't really see the point of checking a midweek rank, because obviously anything can happen in that Forest-Brentford game. And a lot of people do have Forest defenders and stuff. So, if we do keep a clean sheet against Brentford, then that's kind of like cancel out the Kukurea points. But yeah, 71 points, technically 77. All chips have been used now. We've got game week 35, 36, 37, 38 kind of traverses stuff. So yeah, not a great game week, unfortunately, even though I thought it was going great. But yeah, it's one of those things. But that's how I'm currently getting on in FPL blank game week 34. Moving on though, let's take a look at the transfer plans for game week 35. I have 4 mil in the bank. In fact, let me actually just change it so you can actually see the fixtures and stuff for these players. So I've got, as I say, 4 mil in the bank, 1 free transfer, and not really any major issues this week. Everybody looks kind of okay. The only major doubt that I have in my team is, of course, Saka, who's probably not going to be playing Bournemouth, and then it's Liverpool away, who have already won the league, Newcastle at home, and then Southampton on the last day of the season. So I don't know, it might just be worth getting rid of Saka, but I don't really have anybody jumping out at me that I want to bring in. So maybe I just start him this week. If he doesn't start, it is what it is. Or maybe I just bench him, who even knows. It's just weird benching Saka every week because he's just not playing, but it makes sense. Like, all they've got to play for now is the Champions League, so obviously it makes sense to rest Saka. And he's just been coming off really early as well. Even when he starts, he's been coming off on like the 50+ minute, and it's just not ideal. And Bournemouth are a good side as well. It's not like they're playing a relegated side like an Ipswich or a Southampton or a Leicester or something like that. But either way, obviously in goal I'll be playing Raya. I'll go over a team selection in more detail later on in the week. But yeah, obviously I'd have Raya in goal, who's got Bournemouth. I'm not a massive fan of my goalkeeper options over the next few weeks. I've got Liverpool, Newcastle, or Man United and Forest at home, so not really ideal. So maybe I'll make a goalkeeper transfer, who knows. But yeah, those are my goalkeepers. So it'd be Raya in goal this week. I'd obviously be playing Kiwior as well, who's also got Bournemouth at home. But again, double Arsenal defense isn't great over the next two, especially when I've got like 3 Newcastle players, stuff like that. But Munoz I'm absolutely fine with. You know, Forest at home, Spurs away, Wolves at home. I'm okay with that. You know, I can keep those Crystal Palace players until, you know, probably until the end of the season when they play Liverpool, and then maybe get rid of them. Gvardiol and Diaz both with Wolves at home and Southampton away in 36. Again, we're not sure if doubles are going to be changing and blanks and stuff, because obviously it's a Palace City final in the FA Cup, and if that is the case, then I'm going to have 6 players blanking, so obviously I'm going to need transfers for that. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but either way, I'm obviously playing double City defense this week. Even though Wolves have been very good, I've just got to play. I mean, I don't have to play double City defense, because I can play Kiwior, Munoz, and then Gvardiol, and then maybe just bench Livramento and Ruben Diaz, and that's probably what I will do. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And then in regards to midfield, I've got Saka, who's got Bournemouth at home, Rodgers with Fulham at home, Salah with Chelsea away, who again have already won the league now, so I don't know if they're just going to start rotating out players. I think they'll keep playing Salah though, just because he can break more records and stuff. Murphy with Brighton away, and then Sarr with Forest at home. So this week I could even just play these 4 here and just bench Saka if need be, because he's probably not going to start. I might even just get rid of Saka this week, but I kind of want to keep the transfers, but I also really want to bring Mbeumo in. So it's probably just going to be Saka for Mbeumo this week, and then just kind of, you know, it wasn't a great transfer in. The only time he got a return for me was when he was benched on the wild card, and then he came on and scored and got like 8 points, which was really nice. But Mbeumo's got Forest, he's got Man United at home, he's got Ipswich away, Fulham at home, and Wolves away. It's just a perfect transfer, and I can easily make that transfer this week, bring him in for Saka, and then just set and forget. He's on pens. He's obviously had a great season, so that's something that I can do. Again, the only issue is I may have to take a hit if they are all blanking, because obviously I'll have like too many players from Palace and City. But I kind of really like that transfer. It kind of puts the sort of doubt of the Saka starting out the way, and I can just bring in a really good player who's 90 minutes, like I say, on penalties. If I do make that move though, it's then who do I bench? It'd probably be Murphy, who's got Brighton away, because I feel like I'd have to play everybody else. And then up top I've got Mateta, who's got Forest at home. Did miss a penalty in the FA Cup. Eze missed a penalty as well before. No idea who's going to be on them now. And then we've also got Isak, who's got Brighton away, and then Marmoush, who's got Wolves at home. So probably be a 3-4-3 this week. Saka out. For Mbeumo in is very likely to be a decision I go with, unless obviously something happens in that Brentford game with Forest, and you know they do get an injury or something to Mbeumo. But yeah, a really, really good fixture run for Mbeumo. I can't believe that Man United at home is just a green fixture rating now. It's just absolutely bizarre. And obviously you've got like really dark green fixture ratings for like Southampton and stuff in these relegated teams. But yeah, all in all, that's probably the decision I'm going to make. And then game week 36 rolls around again. We're not sure if it's going to be like blanking and doubling and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to decide what transfers I'm going to make, because obviously we don't know about them. I probably will be getting rid of one of my Arsenal players, though. I mean, Liverpool and then Newcastle isn't ideal. I'm probably just going to keep Raya, because I don't really want to use a transfer on a goalkeeper. But I mean, maybe I could just get rid of Raya, because I can just play Areola, who's got Spurs at home. I could just play him even this week, to be fair. And then obviously Man United away, could play him in that fixture. And then Forest home and Ipswich away. The fixtures aren't terrible for West Ham. It's just West Ham haven't been great keeping the ball out the back of the net lately. So as you can see, they've not kept a clean sheet since they played Leicester in game week 27. But they did keep a clean sheet against Arsenal in game week 26 as well. So you never know. But that's something that I'm kind of thinking about, because obviously double Arsenal defense isn't ideal for those fixtures, especially like say when I've got triple Newcastle for Arsenal. But yeah, game week 36 rolls around. We'll see what happens there, and then 37 and 38. The main fixtures you really want to be targeting in those last fixtures are of course Leicester, Southampton, and Ipswich. I don't even know who Leicester have got for the remainder of the season. So they've got Forest away, which obviously Chris Wood is a player that I kind of want to bring in. And then they've got Ipswich and then Bournemouth as well. So maybe start taking a look at bringing in Clover, maybe Kirkes or something for last day of the season. Just so I've got I just want to target Leicester because they're just so bad at the moment. So that's just kind of the players that we're going to be taking a look at. I don't know. There's not a lot of transfers to go around, so I have to make the correct one every time. But I think Saka to Mbeumo this week is definitely a correct transfer. And then obviously we'll see what happens as we get further into the remainder of the season. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 100 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment. How are you getting on in blank game week 34? What are your plans for the next game weeks? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time,